Hey guys, welcome back to the Sim Twins. I'm Bree, and in this video I am recreating some characters from the show Fruits Basket. So this is an anime show that came out all the way back in 2001, but they recently just made a remake of the show, and I was a big fan of the show when it first came out, and I watched all the episodes, and it's just such a great tell. It tells the story of Toru Honda. She is a girl who loses her mother, and so she's living by herself in a tent, and she's still a teenager, still in high school, so obviously she can't live alone. But anyway, she meets these people on her way to school that live in this nice little house, and they are called the Somas. And so she originally meets Yuki Soma. Yuki Soma goes to school with her, and he's kind of like the prince, the popular guy at school. And so he, asks her like, hey, like, do you want to live with us or whatever, since he learns that she lives in a tent out in the woods. And he's like, I can't have her living out in the woods like that. And he lives with his cousin, Shigure Soma, and Shigure is a little bit older. He's about 10 years older than the characters, but he like really owns the house and stuff, and he's a writer, and he's a real interesting character anyway. But so it's just kind of the story of their zany interactions together. But what's special about them is the fact that the Somas, so Yuki and Shigure, as well as Kyo, which is a character that comes in a little bit later into this, well, not really a little bit later in the story, but a little bit, she meets him secondary, and they are all members of the Zodiac, the Chinese Zodiac. And so each of them, if they are touched by a member of the opposite sex, they turn into their animal form. So Yuki is the rat, Kyo is the cat, and Shigure is the dog, and then there are all the other members as well, represented through different characters, but I just chose to do 4 of the characters from the show. And so the story is about how she interacts with them, because now she's living with them. She kind of like pretty much is their housekeeper, and also makes food for them and stuff, because they're guys and they can't make food for themselves, and she's a girl, so guess what, she's making food for them. But the reason why I chose to make these characters is because the new pack, Snowy Escape, is inspired by Japan. It has a very Japanese aesthetic to the clothing, to the world, so I thought it'd be really, really cool to recreate some of these characters, because now that I have some of like these outfits that I think like, oh wow, like I could see the character in the show wearing this. So they have the things called seifuku, which are school uniforms, and so unfortunately they don't really have too much in terms of style for the uniforms. All of them are pretty basic and they look the same, and they only just come in different swatches. So unfortunately, if you're trying to recreate your favorite anime characters, like maybe the Sailor Moon characters or something like that, and you were doing their school uniforms, you only really have one choice from the school uniforms from the pack. But I thought like it still worked for Toru, because she has like I chose the navy blue suit for her, and for the guys you'll also see that I choose the navy blue school uniform for them. And then for her second outfit, like I wasn't too impressed with like the outfit selection from Snowy Escape. It wasn't bad, but a lot of it was definitely focused towards the snow aesthetic and more of like the skiing and snowboarding type clothing, which makes sense because like the pack's about skiing and snowboarding, so of course you would have those type of outfits. But I wish they would have had a little bit more casual Asian inspired streetwear, because they did have the one top that was cute, that was a long sleeve and that had the little heart that you saw, but I didn't think it really went with her. But then I was looking at a picture of Toru, of kind of what she wore in the show, that was more of a casual clothes, and so I ended up with that blue top and that gray skirt, and I thought it worked really, really well and it's cute. And then for her, I gave her a second everyday outfit, and this is her more of her like her summer festival type wear. So I gave her this kimono, which is really, really pretty, and I put her hair up into a nice bun, because usually when you go out to a festival, you usually dress up. The girls will, and they will wear their either yukata or their kimono, depending on what season it is, and they'll usually put their hair up into a bun and put flowers in it. So I really liked that they did have that hairstyle that came with Snowy Escape, because I thought it did really match what I would see a Japanese person wearing going to one of these festivals. The only thing I had to say about the fit of the outfit for the girls, it's a little bit weird, like the way they shaped the kimono, because it kind of looks like 2 pieces rather than just one piece together, and usually the kimono is just one piece all together and the way they wrap it, but it looks like in like the way that they just designed it for the Sims, it just makes it look like it's more of a two-piece rather than just a one-piece. Like for the guys, like they made it look like all one piece, and I feel like if they did more of that for the girls, it would have made the fit look better, because I just thought it was a little bit awkward in the way that it was designed and everything. So this is what I said I put this as their second outfit, but I did this as their formal wear, so like if they were going to a festival, this is what they would be wearing. But anyway, that is Toru, our main character. Next up we are making Kyo, and he is the embodiment of the cat. And so like I said, he doesn't meet Toru like right off, but he meets her pretty soon in the first episode, and he is this really hot-headed kind of guy. He has like a lot of anger and just a lot of pin-up stuff in him because of the way he's been treated, because he is the embodiment of the cat, and the cat in the story of the Zodiac was the animal that was excluded from the banquet that the king was holding for all the animals. And so he got excluded, and so he's really not a part of the Zodiac. That's why there's only 12 Zodiac, but the cat is like the 13th Zodiac that was sort of left off, and so he's the cursed with that, with the cat spirit. But anyway, he is just like a hot-headed character. He is into martial arts, and I wish they like would have added a martial art activity for this pack. I think that would have been really cool, because I know in World Adventures for Sims 3, the one of the worlds was Asian inspired as well, more Chinese inspired, and they also had the activity of learning martial arts, which I thought was really cool. And I thought in this pack that would be also cool if they added that as well, because then they could also add uniforms and like the karate uniforms and stuff like that would have been really cool as well, but they didn't. But that's okay. But Kyo, he is really into martial arts because his whole goal is he wants to beat Yuki, and Yuki is the rat, and the rat is seen as sort of like kind of the top tier Zodiac animal, well, because the rat is the first in the cycle, because in the story of the Zodiac, the rat tricked everyone and got first place at the meal with the king, with the gods of the animals. So that's why he's kind of number one. And so since Yuki's number one and Kyo is pretty much like not even on the map, he is having a battle against him, and they have this battle, and they also have a battle of like where they both like Toru, and so they're kind of a little bit fighting over her. It's a little bit of a love triangle, not too much though, because we all know who Toru is going to end up with. But anyway, so for their outfit, I chose like the blue navy. They only have the one outfit again for the school uniform, so their school is navy blue, so the navy blue worked well. And then for his everyday outfit, I could have swore that he wore an orange shirt, but I'm pretty sure it was red. But also I was thinking while I was doing this, I was like, he wears cargo pants, and they do not have cargo pants for guys in The Sims. And I'm like, how in the world has the Sim team not made cargo pants for guys? Like, not just like a base game update. Like, I feel like cargo pants are so, like, they have cargo shorts, but they don't have cargo pants. And I'm like, where's the cargo pants? But anyway, enough on the cargo pants. For his fancy outfit, I gave him one of the summer robes as well, to wear to like the festival. Although most of the time, like, you will not see guys wearing the more traditional clothing to festivals. I don't know why it's more of like a girl thing to dress up as them. I'm not sure, but I mean I think like for the characters, like they obviously don't look like what if you saw the anime, you're like, I don't think these characters look like each other. But it's because obviously the anime characters are 2D and then Sims are 3D, so trying to recreate them is really hard. I've said this before, like trying to recreate characters one-to-one from different mediums of art and stuff, art styles, it's really hard. But I think like I did try to give them all of an Asian inspired look, like, so I hope that when you look at them you're like, oh, this is like an Asian person. You can kind of tell. I did a lot of tweaking on Yuki. Like, I tweaked his face so much because I felt like it was just super wide and like super square, so I did a lot of messing around with his jaw, and eventually I get it to the where I wanted, but it was just a lot of there's a lot of mixing it around and trying to figure out what the heck I was doing with his face and stuff. because I was like, his nose is too big and his jaw is too protruded and stuff. And then I think I realized that it was like more of like a whole head shape rather than just doing the more fine details. But Yuki, like I said in the beginning, he is sort of seen as the prince of his high school. He is super popular with the ladies. He's very polite, very kind as well. I mean, he is kind to the females, you know, but sometimes to other people, like to guys like that in his family especially, he's not always the nicest to them. But he is really a very sweet guy in person and everything. And you know, he's also dealing with his own traumas, because he has this thing of, even though he is considered like the #1 zodiac animal, he still has these feelings of like just doubt and worry. And also this is a curse placed on these people, that they get turned into these animals. So he is also trying to break a curse at the same time and trying to find his place in the world. So it can definitely be difficult and definitely be hard living as a zodiac animal. So then again, I gave him, of course, since they go to the same high school, they all wear the same uniform. Unfortunately for him, like I thought they had a top for men that was more Asian inspired. Like I thought it had like the little like a little like little tie at the corner of the neck. And I couldn't find it, and I don't know why I couldn't find it, because it would have been perfect for Yuki's everyday outfit, because his main shirt when he's not in his school is more of a traditional modern Japanese shirt, and fit and like loose pants and stuff. So I was really disappointed that I couldn't find it, so I just had to stick with the first shirt I gave him, which was kind of like a short sleeve sweater with a button up underneath it, which I didn't love. I was like, this isn't what I wanted. I thought they had a shirt that was the Asian inspired shirt, but I couldn't find it. So I was like, I don't know why I can't find it. I even like sorted by Snowy Escape, because I thought they might have added more of a Japanese inspired shirt too there, but they didn't. So I was kind of disappointed. And so, like, I mean, I think, like, the clothing choices, they did, like, give a lot of new clothing, which I do like. But like I said, a lot of it was more based around the snowboarding and the skiing and that kind of stuff. So if you like winter type outfits, then I could definitely see you using it a lot. But, I mean, I wish they just had more of a casual, like, streetwear, like, more Asian type streetwear inspired. They have this really nice outfit, like, and I actually do keep this outfit for this character in just a second, but I just wish they had a little bit more of like Asian streetwear inspired outfits. I think it would have been really, really cool to add that in as well. But I mean, obviously you can't add 100 pieces of clothing for every pack, because you know they have so much other stuff they're adding into it. They're adding a whole world, they're adding new building features, they're adding new all this stuff. So I can understand why sometimes some places might get a little bit more and some places might get a little bit less. And I feel like with Cass, they didn't give as much as I had hoped, because I wish they gave more hairstyles too, and they like only gave like 3 hairstyles for guys. I didn't really check for the females how many they gave, so I was kind of sad that they didn't have more choices for guys for their hair, because I thought like, man, this would be the perfect pack. So like give our K-pop hairstyles, or like give like our Asian male lead like K-drama, Japanese drama, C-drama, whatever kind of drama you watch. Like this would be the perfect pack to add those dreamy locks in, you know. But unfortunately they didn't. So I mean, this hairstyle sort of like looks like Shigure's, because he has kind of a little bit of a longer type hairstyle, but it just wasn't like what I was hoping, and it wasn't from the new pack. I can't even remember what hairstyle this pack comes from, but he is known for always wearing a really traditional robe, like even for his everyday. So that's why I gave him that, as you saw earlier, and he just wears that for his everyday. And I mean, it looks really comfy. So, and like I said, I like the design for the males better than the females, because it looks like all one piece, and like that's what it's supposed to be. And then for his formal wear, I gave him more of an outfit of just more of a business suit, because at some points he will wear a business suit. It just depends on if he's going out somewhere or something like that. But most of the time he will sit around wearing his more of a traditional kimono style. And he is the embodiment of the dog. He's like I said, he's about 10 years older than the other characters, so he kind of acts sort of like a father figure, but at the same time he's a little immature, so there's that. But anyway, taking a look at our characters here, giving them one final look. If you guys want to download these characters, they are available for you to download on our gallery. That is the Sim Twins 14. We love to see that you guys are downloading our stuff, and so if you do use it, make sure you tag us in any of your posts, because we would love to see you using our characters or our builds or anything of the sort. We really would love to see that. But anyway, this video is about wrapping up. Let me know which character you liked the best, and if you watched Fruits Basket, which character is your favorite from Fruits Basket overall. I would say my favorite character from Fruits Basket is Hattori the doctor. But anyway, have a great day. I'll see you all later. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell to know when we release a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!